So, Amy,
Zachary.
Avery,
Zachary.
I wanted to call your attention to a bit of an artifact that I discovered on these Iowa internets. I was going through the archives, as I often do, and discovered something truly magical that I wanted to show you.
Oh no, it's gonna be a gutter ball!
It's a strike!
Colonial lanes for kids need not fear gutter balls.
That was a homemade commercial from Colonial Lanes, my favorite bowling alley in the world, but certainly in Iowa City. Are you guys familiar with Colonial Lanes? Can I tell y'all a little bit about?
I would like to be, because that was incredible. I'm trying to go to Colonial Lanes tonight.
So
wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so what the Nards,
ahead, then we'll
the
talk
funny
about it.
Nard shot, hilarious, right? Like we can all agree, like funny, haha, too good,
Yeah.
too good.
Why did he have a wig on and then take it off? Why did he go into the women's restroom?
I think
so many
he
questions.
had a hat.
I
thought it was
think
a hat.
you are overthinking what is a perfectly realized vision that something that I can believe in, something that something that I think speaks to a little bit of truth, maybe speaks truth to power. So Colonial Lanes is interesting for so many reasons. First, it's one of the few bars that I've ever seen that has like a sunken in kind of like back of bar, right? So like when you saddle up to the bar, you're saddling up like way above where the staff works. It's the weirdest choice. I'm sure there's a really interesting historical reason for that.
They have to go upstairs to serve you?
No, they have to like.
Is it like
they
offset?
It's like offset. So like you reach up to like it's super strange. There's that. There's also Jello shots, which are numerous and incredible. Vibe setting, I would argue. And as we'll get to, it's importantly has one of the few places you can play mini golf.
I can't juggle. I can't do long division.
I can't stand overly dramatic commercials.
I can't get how this will make people buy tennis shoes. I can't luge.
I can't remember my name.
I can't find a parking spot.
I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I can't dribble between my legs.
I can't eat refried beans.
I can't stop bowling at Colonial Lanes.
I can't get my thumb out.
Like the vibes are immaculate. What'd you learn? What was? Tell me, like, what's your emotional response? What are the vibes that you're getting out of this?
Oh man. Like these people are genuinely amazing. That's the vibe. Yeah. I can't park either.
A new vocal stim for me is going to be, I can't get my thumb out. I'm
We
going to
should get
start
that on
saying that all the time.
We should get that as like a playable, like what do you, I don't even know what you call
A little
that.
sound
like a
button.
drop.
We need a
little
soundboard.
sound drop.
I can't get my thumb out.
Rebecca,
That
make
is
that for us, will you?
so funny.
One more, if you'll permit me.
We love to bowl. We have a good time. We bowl a lot. We play the pool, we play the mini golf, we play the video game. We love to bowl. We ain't got no pepper bar. Colonial Lanes. We love to bowl.
You cough at the end.
That was, of course, Frank Oz, normally the voice of Miss Piggy, singing "We Like to Bowl"
For sure.
for Colonial Lanes.
We don't have pepper? Is that what they said at the end there? What?
They like to bowl, though.
With
Yeah.
that big stack of hot dogs.
Do you think I like research heavily
Amazing.
these cold opens? Do you think I'm really like putting in the heft of research
You did
behind
good
these
this
things?
time. Yeah. I think this one was good.
good.
Yeah.
This
Your other ones have been questionable.
I mean, sus,
Get
always,
'em.
truly.
Ooh, get them.
Ooh, kill 'em.
No, but seriously,
This one was legit.
I'm trying to go to Colonial Lanes tonight. I'm trying to go to Colonial Lanes.
What do you say? Like quarterly meeting, Iowa Starting Line's quarterly meeting.
Yeah.
Colonial Lanes. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Cornhole Champions, Iowa Starting Line's weekly podcast where we throw bags at the state's biggest stories. I'm Zachary Oren Smith. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm joined today by Iowa Starting Line's curator of chaos and keeper of the inbox, our newsletter editor, Amie Rivers. Hi, Amie.
Hello.
And finally, coming back up from their lab where they've been busy splicing video clips together into some hideous creation, Avery Staker, social media strategist.
I was going to say, thank you so much. I feel like Guillermo del Toro is doing a Frankenstein movie, and I'm really hype about it.
And you're starring in it, right? I heard you were. I heard you're in talks for casting.
I am right? Jacob Elordi. Yes. No,
Jacob. So thanks. So nice of you to join us.
He's going to be Frankenstein, and I'm so excited for that movie. So that intro is making me feel really powerful. Thank you.
Good. First story, it's been 1 year since Iowa's 6-week abortion ban went into effect, and we can already see the full picture of what that has meant for Iowans and our neighboring states. Today, we're going to dig into what the first year has looked like for some Iowans. This is based on some new information from the Chicago Abortion Fund, who is partnered with the Iowa Abortion Access Fund to help provide some funding for coverage of folks who are now having to leave the state in order to receive care. Here in the state, 1 year ago, they passed a bill that it was called by its supporters the fetal heartbeat bill. Iowa Starting Line has been covering this since then and has been talking. I mean, the way that this is sort of shortened the ability for shortened the frame where most folks are actually receiving care. Most folks do not know that they have that they're pregnant within the first 6 weeks. We've just kind of been looking at some of these impacts. Have you guys seen some of the reporting around this?
Yeah, I don't know. As a young person in this state, especially as a young person who has a lot of friends who are like directly affected by this, it caused panic in social circles. Like it's a big deal to a lot of people. And I feel like, the amount of facts and information and statistics, they cover a lot, but interpersonally as well, my friends and I were like, hey, my parents live by the border in case you need to go to Illinois for anything. And, we're all keeping different numbers and resources and stuff in our apartments to give to each other. And I feel like we all have to kind of, when something like this happens, we've all had to become kind of experts on the subject matter because it's a matter of our health care. And, we shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. Once again, it falls to people having to just take care of their own instead of like relying on our systems to take care of us like they have been before. Like, I mean, the Planned Parenthoods, shutting down and even the remaining ones are under threat now. Like, it's gotten bad at the state level. It's gotten bad at the federal level.
I think the thing that has, for the last year, has really like rung in my brain. I spoke with Liz Lenz over at the Iowa Abortion Access Fund. And one of the things she explained was as patients have been adjusting to these new regulations around what care can look like, it's not like folks are deciding not to have abortions, though that does occur, right? But what this thing that has occurred is that suddenly folks are waiting longer to receive treatment, the treatment they choose, right? It's taking longer to make decisions. They're having to save money up for travel. They're having to, figure out ride situations, figure out, how do we get in touch with agencies like groups like the Iowa Abortion Access Fund. And when you delay care like that, sometimes these more severe, you end up on the other end treating many more acute situations, many more kind of higher risk situations that before could have been a simple mifepristone prescription, and is now something much harder to deal with. Right, the Chicago Abortion Fund cited one patient that needed $19,000 in assistance. They had families driving overnight with young kids, and what that has done is just kind of dislodge a lot of this care volume onto our neighboring states. Right, so suddenly Illinois providers are being seeing that much more, that large of a jump in abortions they are providing to Iowans.
And not only abortions, like, I mean, stuff like this demonizes places like Planned Parenthood and the Emma Goldman Clinic, which they provide breast cancer screenings and STD testing, and people get their birth control through those kinds of. And when you demonize one part of reproductive care, it ends up affecting all parts of reproductive care. And when you don't have everything that goes into reproductive care available to you, you're not going to get anything that you need anywhere that
you're not going to stay healthy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and already our sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise, right? That's one of the benefits, right? That's one of the things that has happened in the wake of this abortion ban that has pushed our providers out of state. Like, people aren't able to access testing that they need, and as a result, they don't get tested, you know, and then they pass along these diseases to folks. Like, it's a cascading effect.
Yeah. As we speak, you know, in the last year, we've seen a 74% drop in abortions in the state. And we've seen much of that load just spread across the borders to other states, doubling transportation costs, massive increases in patients, in the decision to delay care. You know, so this is obviously a story that we're going to continue to cover. These are issues that will continue to come up, right? You know, just because we're 1 year into this doesn't mean that, you know, people aren't still being forced to make pretty serious decisions with their doctors, you know, with their families. And yeah, we'll continue to follow this story closely. And with that, let's take a break.